Doctor, I have light hair. Does that mean the transplant will turn out worse? Well, no. Hair color has no effect on the outcome of the treatment. But it has an impact on something completely different. Imagine two cars, one red and the other white. Both have the same engine, the same wheels, the same transmission. Does red drive better because it's red? No. And it's exactly the same with hair. A hair follicle is a hair follicle, regardless of whether it produces dark, light, red pigment, or none at all. The mechanism of graft acceptance does not change with color. What matters is whether the graft is healthy. That's the only thing that matters. What changes is the visual final effect, and this is where an interesting game of contrast begins. Dark hair on light skin is a huge contrast. Every flaw is immediately visible. Therefore, in these patients, it is often necessary to take more grafts and give greater density so that the effect looks full. And light hair on light skin, that's a small contrast. The skin and hair blend together. And sometimes a lower density is enough for the patient to leave the office satisfied. So paradoxically, blondes may need fewer follicles than brunettes. Not because the hairs are better, but because the optical effect works in their favor. There is one more element that few people think about, namely the thickness of the hair. Dark hair is often thicker and more resilient, so it better covers the scalp. Light hair can be thinner, which means that more of it needs to be taken to achieve the same coverage effect. So, it's not the color that determines the success of the procedure. It's the contrast with the skin, the thickness of the hair, the quality of the follicle, genetics, and, what I always say, the hands of the doctor, because the right angle and direction of the implantation determine whether the result looks natural, regardless of whether we are transplanting black or blonde hair. So if you are a blonde, you are lucky because the contrast works in your favor. If you are a brunette, don't worry, you can also achieve great results. And if you are a redhead, you are a statistical rarity, and that is beautiful regardless of a hair transplant. Today's lesson is coming to an end, but I invite you to the next ones because there will be more. The semester has just started.